it does.
Hello YouTubers, you're back here with Chevron, and we're going to be taking a look at the latest news that have dropped for Pokemon Sword and Shield and the TCG game. So for this one, it is an expansion pass for the current Pokemon Sword and Shield, so it looks like they're not going to be doing a Pokemon Sword and Shield 2 where they'll have a separate game like they've done in the past. They're actually doing an expansion add-on pack, which is actually a very good idea. It means you don't have to carry around your two games. It's just an expansion pack like a lot of your PC games out there that just add on to your current game, so you get to use your everything you already currently have on the game, and then just bring it, like, instead of having to transfer what you want, you just keep playing through what you already got, which is actually great. I'm actually all keen for this idea of introducing the expansion pass. So here we have the Isles of Armor and the Crown Thunderer. So this is the new wild area was only the beginning. So we could be seeing 2 more wild areas being brought into the game, which would be pretty cool. So the settings of your new adventure, newly discovered Pokemon, and then revealing the Gigantamax form of your very first partner Pokemon. So that's actually very cool that they're adding the Gigantamax form for your partner Pokemons out there. So I don't know if your Pokemon's going to be able to have that straight off the bat as soon as you do it, or if there's going to be a condition you have to meet in the game so that you can do that. So explore the Isles of Armor and the Crown Thunderer to meet new people and catch new Pokemon. So part 1 is scheduled for release by the end of June 2020. So again, a new area, new Pokemon, new clothing items, and handy features as items and more. And then has a learn more button. We'll click into this. So a pretty cool open area by the looks of it. So again, they definitely seem to be new wild areas getting added to the game. So what you can explore and new Pokemon that you can meet. I don't know how many more Pokemon they're willing to introduce to the game, but it seems like it's going to be a pretty cool idea. So in the Isles of Armor expansion, you'll head to the Isles of Armor, the stage of your new adventure in the Galar region. The Isles of Armor is a giant island full of enormous, not seen in Galar before. Full of environments not seen in Galar before. You'll find wave-swept beaches, forests, bogs, caves, and sand dunes. There are also plenty of Pokemon that make this island their home, and living freely amid the lush natural surroundings. There's even a dojo here that specializes in some very particular training styles. You and your Pokemon will take up an apprenticeship under the master of this dojo and train hard to become even stronger. So very cool add-on to the game. Instead of like bringing like your gym challenge, it's going to be adding dojos to the game where you can train, and probably going to be the new storyline for this expansion pack. So next one, the Crown Thunderer. So the Crown Thunderer expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Thunderer. So it repeats it a few times. See for yourself the beautiful scenery of this shining silvery landscape in this frigid area with its jagged winter mountains. People live in small communities where they support and rely on one another. A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Thunderer. You'll then be tasked with investigating the reaches of this frozen island. And remember, the Pokemon dens that you've only been able to glimpse during the max raid battles, well, now you'll be able to explore their full depths. So I assume with the dungeons you currently go into, at the moment the state of the game, you just first the boss. This one here says you'll be able to explore the full depth, so maybe when you go into it, it's going to be like a new big cave system in the game. That could be a fairly cool idea. So let's quickly see if there's anything else. Don't think they have anything more on news for here. So they have a quick trailer announcement video that you can watch. I won't play it through here, I'll let you guys watch it in your own time. So they have it up on their YouTube page, so very good. Yeah, very cool actually. So by the looks, when I quickly scrolled over here, it looks like they have new legendary Pokemon. I would assume they kind of look like they would be legendaries by looking at them, but I could be wrong. It could just be standard Pokemon that you can catch in the wild, but it would be pretty cool if the game actually added new legendaries for these new areas, be a bit more to like the game, and I'm very interested in how they're going to go by the storyline. So part 2 will be released during the fall of 2020, so they got their mid-year and then end of year already planned. So the Isles of Armor will be first up, and then they'll have the Crown Tundra. So with that, I'll leave it here for the Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we'll move on to the TCG. So your partner evolutions are Pokemon V, Pokemon V Max, Highlight, Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield. So Pokemon from the Gala are gearing up for the next wave of Pokemon TCG battles. So we have Rillaboom here. So fill the boom with Rillaboom, a grass type Pokemon who brings a winning rhythm to any battle. Depicted with its signature drum, Rillaboom can sound off every turn with its voltage beat ability, letting you grab 2 grass energy from your deck and attach it to any Pokemon. So that's actually a very cool ability to have. All of that energy can lead into Mighty Crescendo with Rillaboom's hammer in attack, delivering 140 damage to keep up the tempo and knock out mighty opponents with a couple of direct hits from this pulse pounding Pokemon. So 140 is a good amount of damage for a Pokemon that's not a GX or anything like that, or tag team, and as well as having the ability of just attaching 2 grass energy from the deck to any Pokemon to the on your field. So that's actually a very good ability on top of having decent HP and a very good damage attack. So on its own, it could fairly do quite a bit. So next up we have the Cinderace. In sports, the Libero is a defensive specialist who spends most of their time behind the attacker. Cinderace plays a little different. Its Libero ability lets you attach fire energy from the discard pile when it moves to the active spot. So this guy only helps himself, meaning Cinderace can be the one firing the shots, and what a shot it has. The Flare Striker attack scorches the pitch to hit its target for 190 damage, discarding 2 energy from Cinderace along the way. If you manage to get Cinderace back on the bench a turn later, it will be ready to step up once again. So that is a lot of initial damage straight up. 3 energy to use it, discarding 2. So as soon as you put 1 energy and make him the active Pokemon, he just dishes out 190 damage, which is a fairly big amount for a Pokemon that's not a GX. So that is like 2 hit on a lot of Pokemons out there. Very good ability in my opinion, and very good damage number, as well as having a decent amount of HP. So we could be seeing a bit of a power spike in cards with the new Pokemon Sword and Shield cards that are coming in. So next we have Inteleon. When you're in pursuit of a win, Inteleon is ready for action. As soon as it enters the field, when you evolve it from Drizzle, you can use its Shady Dealings ability to search 2 trainer cards from your deck to calm and cool Pokemon, and can then carefully line up a skillful Aqua Bullet attack, which not only does 120 damage to the active Pokemon, it also ricochets into a bench Pokemon for an extra 20 damage. You don't have to be a super spy to see how effective Inteleon is when your mission is victory. So let me reread this. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during a turn, you may search your deck for 2 trainer cards, reveal them, put them to your hand. That is actually an extremely good search ability off Inteleon. So he doesn't have the ability to search out energy like the other 2, but being able to search any 2 trainer cards, you can get fairly good, just a lot of good text straight to your hand, ready to play. So different way. Only 2 energy as well to use his attack, which is really big for 120 and 20 to opponent's bench. Pokemon has no drawback to it, which is really good on top of that. So let's keep going. We have Stone Jawner, a V. So this is I think it's just so VMAX and the one before. I don't know what it stands for, the V 100% yet. So I'm pretty sure it's just like your Dynamax, and then you have your Gigamax for your VMAX. So put forth a momental effort with Sonjona V, a solid rock Pokemon who can stand up to a lot of hard attacks. If it's 220 HP isn't enough, Stonejourner's Guard Press attack adds a little more protection just for one energy, fighting energy. So Guard Press 40 and reduces attacks by 20. So on top of that, and when it's time for Stonejourner V to strike on its own, its Mega Kick attack can put the boot to the opponent active Pokemon for a hefty 150 damage. So Stonejourner V can withstand plenty of hits, but remember the V rule: if it gets knocked out, your opponent will take 2 prize Pokemon. So it's going to follow the same rule as GX. So Stonejourner V Max. So if Stonejourner V isn't enough stopping power, add another building block by evolving it into Stonejourner V Max. This impressive Pokemon hands out energy while healing its teammates with its Stone Gift attack. So Stone Gift, attach an energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you do, heal 120 damage from that Pokemon. That is actually a lot of heal. That is insane. And then when the moment is right, it can drop a ton of damage with its max rockfall. This massive Pokemon tips the scales at 130 HP, so it's going to take a lot to bring it down, which is good because your opponent will claim 3 prizes if it falls. So max rockfall does 200 damage, but I want to leave a small comment with this. Keep in mind that Rillaboom and Cinderace have such high damage numbers, and it is also weak to grass. Like, it's very poor for Stonejourner into the Rillaboom, but I want to use these to an example. They don't have the big drawback of like claiming 2 or 3 prize cards, but they do so much damage. So when I compare this current Stonejourner VMAX to the first 2 that has been shown, I feel like Rillaboom and Cinderace just very much outshine Stonejourner VMAX, but we don't know what else is in the set yet. This is just more releases that Pokemon has decided to show us. So like I said, between Cinderace and Rillaboom, I guess Inteleon as well, that is a very big power jump onto what Pokemon can do. So with that, I'm going to leave this video here. If you guys enjoyed watching, please consider supporting me by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. And if you have any comments below that you'd like to add on the current TCG reveal, or with the Pokemon Sword and Shield reveal, I still think that this expansion pass is a very good idea. I don't know if people will agree, but I really do like the fact of not having to get another game to be able to continue your playthrough with the Pokemon Sword and Shield. So yeah, you guys will definitely be seeing me next time. See you guys. Does